Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Hey, good morning, Ed, TT, JW, Chris, Emma, John, Joe, Chip. I saw you up there. Hello, Chip. Hey, Carly. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hey, Ed, Bill T. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving a little slow this morning. Hey, Bobby. Let's see here. Spy's bullish. Doggone. Is this thing ever going to be bearish? Maybe not. Maybe not for a long time. You can see the trend is still up. As much as, some people want it to be bullish, and it's not that I want it, or some people want it to be bearish. And it's not that I want it to be bearish, but I sure would like a pullback. I feel more comfortable when the market goes up and the market pulls back. I feel a bit out of sorts when the market just goes up and up and up and up and up. So we'd like a little pullback. But hey, listen, this is what we have, right? The important thing is follow what works. Price, T-line, trend indicator. Keep them working together. Keep that movement up and watch for those little dips like this right in here. One of the neat things about candlesticks is, unfortunately, let me first say what unfortunately, this is what everybody remembers. That once upon a time, it's like a fairy tale book, that once upon a time, one day you woke up and the market was good, and by the end of the day, the market was bad. That's what you remember. This probably only happens. Some traders, this will never happen in their lifetime. This is very rare, but that's what we think about. We think about, oh my goodness, we could come crashing down. Really, that's, while it could happen and while it has happened, it is extremely rare. Mostly what happens is little candles, and if we read the candles, we see the signs and the signals. Even if it's just one signal. One here. Here's a possibility of a signal right there. Nothing happened really. Your account didn't get crushed. Now, if you don't act upon this candle and it does this, then your account might get crushed. But as far as the market surprising you with some nasty, big gap, big move down, that is kind of rare. So we get warned here a lot, and we just have to pay attention to that. So with that said, look how bullish we are. Let's take a look at SMH. We've got the power of SMH on our side. SMH is still bullish. We did put a little shooting star up here, and it seems like we're just walking sideways, maybe tilting to the downside a little bit. But that's just pulling back. That's no more than what this did right in here. Normal pullback. IYT, another one that is needs paying attention to. Look at that. Up we go. Pulled right back to the T-line. Held up yesterday quite well. Man, put those together, you got yourself a market. FNGU, clearly you've got the big players out there on your side, if you're a bull, on the bull side. And these big players, the FNGU big players, where they go, the market goes. When they're determined to go somewhere, the market goes whether the market likes it or not. So, look where they're trying to go. And there's no hints here. There's nothing, no signs. So go Bulls, go. They're headed to some number. Not sure what that number is, but they're headed there. Take a look at IWM. Man, IWM for so long has been just a turd. Man, it really has. Look at that. I mean, just a turd. Just has not been very good. All of a sudden, look at that nice little bottom in IWM, and we're trying to crack it right now. We haven't cracked it yet, but price is trying to crack it up here. So if IWM can actually do that, get through these tops and crack that, holy moly, we'll have everybody running on all 8 cylinders, headed for some blue sky, wherever that may be. So this market is bullish until it's not. It's that simple. So pretty cool. T2123, still bullish down here. We can put it up here. T2123, there we go. Now this is the daily. You can see that's still bullish. Here's the hourly. That's still trending bullishly. Let's see, hourly, 15 minute, I guess. There we go. You can see it's still bullish. The 15 minutes sometimes will waver a little bit. If it starts pointing down seriously, then we really take note, or pointing up, take note of that. But so far, it's still hanging in there, and I don't see the hourly breaking down just yet. So I'm good with T2123 here. T2122, very overbought. Very overbought. I happen to think this is the best place to make money up here, because when T2123 is floating around up here, that means the market is rocking. It does. Now, when you see it dropping here, go look at the market. I'll bet you $100 you see the market tipping to the downside on the chart. This is where you make your money up here. I truly believe that. Put it in what we call, we all call this an overbought position. This is money up here. This is a rocking market up here. That's what I think anyway. Somebody may think different. All right, let's take a look at some charts here. There's some pretty nice ones out there. A lot of them we looked at yesterday because I was really shopping for something to buy for the small account. So what I'm trying to do is dance around the PDT rule. Trying to dance around that. One way you can dance around that is buy the night before. Anyway, here's Chewy. Chewy's setting up. This is a rounded bottom breakout. I think we still have some nice targets just based on the RBB setup. And here we are right there. We've got, I'm going to call this a belt hold because it's a belt hold. I'm not going to call it glass of water because it's not a glass of water. It's a belt hold. So here we are up. And we've got some great follow through here. Now it's just a matter of lows and highs and lows and highs and lows and highs, just following its own self up. Very nice. Anyway, I think that's a terrific looking chart. Looks like we're playing with yesterday's highs a little bit. We break out there. Next target I'm looking at is about this 2440 up here, or the dotted deuce. MasterCard is just in a simple trend. That's all it is. Sometimes you play charts that you just simply like. Maybe MasterCard works for you. Some people don't. It is higher price, so some people can't play that. Oh, I want to talk about that for a minute. It came to my attention right after that class we did Saturday that there were some people that really don't do those expensive stocks. And they are easy to filter through. On the scanner, I can put a limiter and say I only want to see stocks between, say, $2 and $30, and that's all I'll see. But I can still also put, I also want a 3/8 trap. I also want a trending, those sort of things. Very easily done. That way you're not bothered by those expensive stocks. So very solvable, extremely solvable there. Meta is in buy territory if you ask me right now. Anything that's an inside day is going to get, just about anything I guess, is going to get buy signal. And to me, that's a buy signal. Here we broke out yesterday, we held. And now we're holding above the line there, inside day, that's a buy right there. So Meta is set up right away for a buy in the morning. TXN, look how TXN has met all the, this would be a good one to print out maybe. We had these green bars on there as target areas, and we ran each one of the target areas, and now we've broken out and pulled back. So mission accomplished, success. Now that we've broken out, it becomes another trade. You can do the same thing with TXN here. watch for that buy signal right in here. That's a good looking chart, actually. Now that more I talk about it, more I'm talking myself into buying it. Anyway, TXN, it's ran the first set of targets. Now you've got new targets up here, or maybe even reset targets by a different mechanism up here. Hey, how about some Apple? Apple is setting up. I'm looking at 202.90 and then 207.90, but let's get 202 first. Apple might be setting up right in here. I love it when you get this pull, this rally, leg, move up. Excuse me. And we pull back, and now the buyers come in. That's where I get interested right there. Let's see, gold, GOLD. Gold is also standing up. What a nice pop out of the box. A lot of traders here like that pop out of the box. I do too. I think it's a great chart pattern. And it's where, let's do this again. It's where you have a move up, and then the price just moves sideways in a tight manner. And this is moving pretty tight here. This is looking like a buy right through here. What makes it so good is the risk is so low, because if it starts to drop below the T line, well, that's probably going to tell me I don't want it. And a breakout heads you to your reward. And it sure looks like there's some reward up there. Hey, John, you're asking what pattern would you call Apple? The Apple pattern. No, a little flag, I think, is what I would call it. Just a flag. And here, let's do this. So here we're up and we're down. And you can see we're breaking out over that flag. Now, if you wanted to, you could use that right there. So you're under the flag. Wait for that flag breakout right there. That's what I would call it. If somebody wanted to call it a J hook, I certainly couldn't certainly couldn't apple with them. That's what I was going to say. I certainly couldn't argue with them. But right now, I would just call that a little flag pattern. All right, let's see what else. Sophie, I almost bought some Sophie yesterday. Sophie's got a nice Fig Newton chart pattern setting up, and it looks like we're getting a little move to retest those tops. Not sure if it's actually going to break out today, but if it does, this might be a nice chart to play. These three candles are called Fig Newton chart pattern, where it's a bullish candle, not so bullish, and bullish. The steepness is a little high, but it sure is looking good in here. So Sophie, let's see if I can find one more, and then we're going to probably have to call it a morning. Let's see, what do I really like here? That Hasbro. I know a few people bought Hasbro yesterday, and it is looking really good in here, and I think it's still in the buy area. Here's Etsy. A lot of us are in Etsy, and it's still holding up really nice. So maybe it gets a little bit of a move to the upside before it decides it wants to quit. VRT, ALB, Blink, GPK. Actually, that GPK, I like the way that is setting up. Here we've moved up, pulled back, and then yesterday we popped up a little bit. Let's see if we can't continue that. There's some awfully nice charts. Here's that SJM. Yesterday there was some comments between me and Joe on where things might go. Look, there is, in stock trading, 2 + 2 does not equal 4. It drives people crazy because you can't find a spot where price will be if you think it's going. You just can't chase price around thinking you're going to find where it lands. Prices look like a little gnat jumping around, and it jumps where it wants to. So, I think both Joe and I thought, well, maybe a little bit of a move, a little bit of a move to the downside, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Looks like the T-line is going to be support, at least on the information we know right now, is going to be active support, and here's price ready to start moving up. So let's keep an eye on this. This is a very nice setup for a J-hook breakout. If somebody wanted to call this a flag, you could. J-hook breakout, we would be looking for it to move up here. And when it breaks out of that line, that's when it becomes the J-hook. And then what we're looking for is that next leg to the upside. When stocks break out and hold, what they're after is the next leg. Okay, break out and hold, that's what they want. That's what they're looking for. All right, let's call this a morning. Morning, everybody. I'll see you all about half an hour when the market opens up. Yeah, JW, Microsoft. Here, let's look at this. Microsoft. Look at Microsoft maybe setting up. Man, look at this starting to turn up. Yeah, saw that this morning. All right, everybody, thanks so much. Sure appreciate it. We'll see you right here Tuesday morning in about 30 minutes, okay? Later.